Never switch on the homies in the day ones. They didn't wanna open doors, so we made some. Take a bow on these haters like I'm Trey Young. That direct deposit hitting like a bass drum. Incoming, coming, coming, coming. Keep it incoming, coming, coming, coming. Keep it incoming. Never switch on the niggas that I came up with. Ay. No new friends with the same old clique. Ay. Couple old homies went and stabbed me in the back, but it's no love lost. I'll probably bless them with some stacks. That direct deposit lovely. Went from shaking Kool-Aid packets to popping bubbly. Went from asking women for hugs and now they hugging me. Ain't life lovely? Do it so good, make a hater wanna fuck with me. Never switch on the homies in the day ones. They didn't wanna open doors, so we made some. Take a bow on these haters like I'm Trey Young. That direct deposit hitting like a bass drum. Incoming, coming, coming, coming. Keep it incoming, coming, coming, coming. Keep it incoming. Gucci bucket hats and Louis Vuitton wallets. My hand been itching, I call it the Palm Pilot. Landed on some acres, I probably should start buying, but I keep spending money on jewelry and fine dining. God just blessed me with a rollie, I call it divine timing. Came up out the Honda, the Tessie is self-driving. Still in first class, I got goals to fly private. Sweden every winter, I'm racking them sky mileage. Never switch on the homies in the day ones. They didn't wanna open doors, so we made some. Take a bow on these haters like I'm Trey Young. That direct deposit hitting like a bass drum. Incoming, coming, coming, coming. Keep it incoming, coming, coming, coming. Keep it incoming.
Back in my bag, yo. Conscious. ISO. Diamond. Back in my bag and I gotta brag, I do this shit for real. When we was down and we had nothing, we had to share a meal. We put the shit in overdrive with no steering wheel. Shorty throw that thing back in a pair of heels. Yeah, she be riding on that thing like a Ferris wheel. Yeah, I love them dark skin, brown skin, caramel. You know I had to bring it to the hood like she Karen Civil when she keep on turning head. Cause when she walk that thing jiggle, jiggle. And we going back to back on them like we Huey and we Riley. This that back in my back, flow, we back again so highly. This that back in my back, flow, we back to change the climate. This that back in my back, flow, we bring the force like Tommy. Back in my back, flow. Back in my, yeah, back in my bag, yeah. I'm back in my, yeah, I'm back in my bag, yeah. I'm back in my, this my, back in my bag, flow. Back again, yeah, we keep on stacking it, what's happening? Everything in Gucci got me feeling like I'm dapper then. Life has been a movie, yeah, so shout out to the cameraman. Pull up to the scene, it's going down like an avalanche. Steady going up like a travel plan. Homer Simpson face, lucky power plant. Yeah, I'm off that dope, like I'm back again to Vizzy at the Millies. Out on Club Hurst, give the word if it's a city, Lord forgive me. Still having motion, dog, so why would I slow it? Make it rain on them, bust a band, then you throw it. We was steady having it, even at our lowest. High speed road running, keep my motor going. Hey, hey. People feel away, but they don't show it. Gotta watch the people that's around you, that you grow it. They be coming around you with some plans to steal your moment. Soon as I bust a nut, she be like, baby, where you going? Never slowing down, it's enough to go around. Yeah, you probably knew it's then, but really you don't know it's now. Niggas let it show and tell, but all my niggas know me well. It was either chase a dream or go to jail, but none of us ain't going. And we going back to back on them like we Huey and we Riley. This that back in my back, flow, we back again so highly. This that back in my back, flow, we back to change the climate. This that back in my back, flow, we bring the force like Tommy. Back in my back, flow. Back in my, yeah, back in my bag, yeah. I'm back in my, yeah, I'm back in my bag, yeah. I'm back in my, this my, back in my bag, flow, Yeah, not for real.
I spend my Mondays like Fridays. I spend my Fridays in a box. In my heart, am I whining? I put my pines on pedestals instead of keeping them grounded. What's that mountain to nothing? Let's make something from nada. Let's go to Gucci and Prada. Set the buildings on fire. Screaming death to designer while we listen to ponder. I'm on a grown man, baby face, kind of a tantrum, bitch. I'm spreading like cancer did. And my father's skeleton. Damn, friend, I ain't sad that he come while I'm crying to help with him. I ain't good at embellishing him more. Better with medicine than a spoonful of sugar. Watching everything go down. That's a long way Pray that I never see the ground. Fuck a long day. I swear there's a better me around. Just gotta grab it. This is magic. This is switch from lost to found. Make my baggage do a backflip, stick the land and hit the town with my homie smoking spliffs until our lungs burst. We some songbirds who made our way out of the cage. We all some dumb nerds. Probably should get to acting our age, but where's the fun in that? We going fishing for dreams we kept intact, skipping plans, playing hooky on school days. You make your place in the world. Don't let them try to tell you otherwise. This is it. Life's like a party out with Pennywise. That's a stroke of my ego out the tip of a fountain. Pen me in, swear to God I love a box break out of fuck. Come around the mountain, I'ma run straight through it. This be some grave Buick music, like a budget be cooler than ballin' out when the economy fruitless and the ecosystem nervous, like a school full of shooters. Keep it all on the loop, like a rapper producer. God watch it and he laughing like it's all a big joke. Maybe that's the way to tackle all this hardship on the road of life. Like if something isn't going right, well then that's the way it goes.
What is up, kids? Hope y'all can hear me. I am in here a little early. I figured, why not? Y'all were here early. Why can't I be here early? What's going on, everybody? Merry Christmas Eve. In about an hour, it'll be Merry Christmas on the East Coast. Anybody east of the East Coast, Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad. Happy Kwanzaa. We just rock with it. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody who's in here. I'm glad you guys are here. Snot Rag is in here, aka Snowtrod. Good to see you, buddy. Derek For Real's in the house. Good to see you, Derek. Brother Paul Mills is in the house. Channel member. Good to see all you guys. Everybody supporting. I love it. Y'all are awesome. Joe Isabella, the man, the myth, my brother in the house. Marco is in the house. He was in here early. All y'all channel members, I love y'all's early support. And again, we'll hang for, I'm sure it'll be kind of low key. We might have a little surprise, something going on later, but it'll just be us hanging out and kind of planning some stuff for Friday night. I'll be back in the saddle Friday night and trying to get something. And again, I know last week it was a little bit of a adjustment, I guess you'd say, but I thought it was really good. And I know a lot of people asked for that PDF that Kyle put together, and I've meant to put an image on my community tab and then just say email me and I'll send you the PDF because I've got it. But I get the feeling that y'all kind of just like the banter, back and forth, and I'm just trying to get something that you guys feel comfortable and nobody feels alienated, and it's all a good thing. That's what I'm all about. Somewhere where everybody gets something out of it. Mark Parks, channel member, welcome, brother. Be up to you, my friend. We've got Brand New American in the house. Merry Christmas, everybody. Brand New American, channel member. Good to see you, buddy. We got Ron Crow in the house and a channel member throwing up the Merry Christmas and the Santas. Guys, I hope y'all have big plans. I've actually got a really low-key one. My mom and I are going to chill tomorrow. My daughter's going to run into town probably Thursday. She's up in Nashville with her boyfriend and his family, which is all good. She's a grown-up. I know how it goes. But it is good to see all you guys. If I missed you, Burt Relic, what is up? Good to see you, brother. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But yeah, I've been fiddling around today. Have not been in a ton of lives. I saw Cole was live. I saw a little bit of that, not a ton. And then I saw somebody went live earlier today. I did not recognize them. And then who else did I see that was live? I miss them for some reason. My notifications do not get to me. Demonoc, what's going on, brother? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see all of you guys, gals, whoever shows up. We will have a low-key good time. We'll have something cool to pass along, have a little giveaway. Stephen Wallace, what's up? we won't publicize it. We'll just kind of do it on the down low. But I haven't gotten a ton in. I'm kind of featuring some Benchmades tonight. I've got my Benchmade sweatshirt that I got from Dark Gravity that he picked up at a thrift store. It is an OG 20-year-old made in America Benchmade sweatshirt. So I'm really stoked about it. So I figured if I was going to wear my Benchmade sweatshirt, I could at least have out some Benchmade knives. So what I did is I didn't reprofile it, but I went and sharpened my 940 to the factory edge with my TS Prof. Honed it down like I learned last week in Friday Night Flicks, dropped it just a couple of times. And I'm here to tell you it made a huge difference. It came with it's still got a toothy grind, but it came with more of and I did not change the angle. That's one of the things I've learned from Kyle, which I never felt comfortable with before, but the Sharpie trick, where you take your bevel and you get the Sharpie and you put it on the bevel so it's covering your bevel. Then you get one of your light honing stones and slowly go until you remove that Sharpie to see where your angle is in relation to the bevel. Include sweet. Todd, is that something that was in the PDF? Because I've got everything that Kyle put together and what he's looking for, just so you guys know. You guys know Kyle Coonley, the two personalities of Kyle Coonley. You've got Kyle Coonley in chat, and then you've got Kyle Coonley, who I look at as an educational pillar of the sharpening community because he's willing to share. And what he's always looking for is what type of information do you think the people in chat would like to go over? And it doesn't have to be long segments. It could just be if you guys have a few questions or some things that I'll tell you what's helped me is learning the angles to sharpen at, not in terms of setting my angle to match my bevel, but my angle in terms of how I move my stone across my blade on my fixed system. Made a huge difference for me. And then using my honing stone more so than my strop. I was overusing my strops. And I still think I'm going to get some 1 micron, either stroppy stuff or gunny glide if I can find it, and then take down with an eraser the 6 micron that I've got on. What's up, B Shady? Channel member, good to see you. Good to see you, buddy. I hope your mini Jaeger's doing good. Blade Shooter G, what's going on, brother? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Christmas Eve. I'm having a low-key Christmas Eve. I was saying earlier, chilling with my mom tomorrow, checking on my dad early, then running over to mom's. I look like I've been self-mutilating because I've been bonding with what's his name, Cooper. So I'm going to go to Instagram real quick, and I'm going to pull up my shit real quick, and I'm going to show you guys the chaos and the bloodletting that is Cooper. We've had several people that say he's not a 7-year-old cat, that he's probably a 7-month-old cat. I don't know if y'all can see that. So he is a pretty much blood-letting predator. Fettuccine on salad to mash. Definitely on a fun journey tonight. Love it, dude. Christmas Eve, when my daughter was younger, like in school, and I was still a voluntary hostage in the marriage game, and everything was, hunky-dory. We had a great time around this time of the year. And then I've kind of not aged out of it, because Christmas, what's up, Richard? Christmas for me now is so much more deep, I guess, than it was. But it's really low key because with my dad's help, we don't really go travel to see brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles, because he's not really in the state to. And my mom is really low key. I go hang out with her and her cat, and we just chill. So that'll be my Christmas day, chilling out over there. Todd Carr, what is up? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see all you guys. I noticed last night I popped in Rob's. He was super busy. Merry Christmas, Rob. I wish you a Happy New Year too, buddy. Hope everything goes great for all you guys. And I will be the first to say 2024 was great, but it was not without its setbacks for me. I am looking forward to a fresh start. Demonoc, I am the same way, buddy. I am the same way. Just lately I have been. I try to be positive and look at it past the commercialization of it. But yeah, 2025 is going to be a better year, a banner year. At least I'm going to go into it believing it and kind of set the precedent for it. But 2024 has been a trip for sure. But it's great to see all you guys. Does everybody have, I wonder how many of y'all, Messer, good morning. Merry Christmas to you. I imagine it's Christmas where you are, or the 25th. Absolutely, Neil McKenzie. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I wasn't sure whether to go live tonight with it being Christmas Eve, but since I didn't have a lot of pressing stuff, I figured whoever wanted to pop in could pop in. I know a lot of people are going to have stuff going on with family, with travel. But I figured I'd be here and we'd hang out and see what's going on. Merry Christmas. Let me get that. Good to see you, buddy. Was yesterday there, Messer? Well, belated Merry Christmas. I'm glad y'all got through it, or I'm glad you got through it. You have officially survived Christmas and you have reported safe in Javon's chat. Safe from Christmas. I hope everybody has a fantastic Christmas. I was hoping it was going to be cooler here, but it's probably in its 50s, 40s. So we won't be getting anything wet, anything snowy. But I know a lot of places are getting some snow. I think where Scotch and them are, well, he's in Texas for Christmas, I think. It's not rag. I'm glad you're a degenerate, dude. I'd be in here talking to myself. I've done it before. I had members' lives on Sunday or Saturday morning. I always forget. And there'll be a little bit of time that I'm in here just kind of talking to myself. And I was tempted to try to go live without saying anything on Rumble just to see how the studio works, since I've streamed to Rumble too, just in case everything goes to pot on YouTube. At least I've got a basis over there, which I don't. But I don't want to sit there and talk to nobody. I talk to nobody every day that I make videos. That's a weird thing about talking about a knife to yourself. That's why I can't listen back to it. I have to shoot it once. Dude, I'm glad you got it. Let me get that. I was wondering if it'd make it with the holidays. I sent brother Paul a knife today, and I sent out somebody else one over the weekend and got sent out. And I was tempted to hold them, but I'm really bad about, I used to hold things so long before I had, what's up, Crazy Roach, channel member? I used to have stuff that would pile up because I'd have to take it physically down to the UPS store to get the mail tickets to send it out, right? So when I got pirate ship, I was real anal about trying to print it out that night. Or if I knew I was going to miss Saturday for like the member giveaway, I would do it Sunday night. So I'd have it ready for Monday. But I probably could have waited. I don't think it'll slow anything down, but it's better just to get them moving. Especially since we're on the backside of the Christmas deal. And it looks like my mail people have been pretty dialed in. I got a knife that was sent out to me Friday, and it was only sent out from Georgia, but I just got it in yesterday, and this is this series of TKL knives, the Agent series, has the same handle, the same jimping, but several different blade shapes. Humphrey, I haven't, but we're going to check it in just a second. So this one's got a blade shape that's very much like the Night Stalker, which is this blade right here. That's a Night Stalker blade that is the same profile as the Agent 03. But then the Agent 02 is a Warncliffe. Has the same handle, the same jimping that makes it a thrusting type of knife, but a great cutter. And they make this in about 7 different or 6 different character or configurations. I'm telling you, TKL's killing it over in Georgia with the designs that they're making. What's up, Michael Upchurch? Good to see you, brother. All right, Humphrey, we were going to look at a fixed blade. Where is he? Kershaw Steppy Fixie. I'll show y'all nice ordered, and I'm not supposed to be ordering knives, but I'll show you a couple of fixed blades I've got coming this way. Ooh. That looks very minimalistic and kind of my jam. I wonder how thin that handle is. D2. How many inches? 3.5 inch blade. 7.6. See how that's about my size, between 6 and 7 inches. I think it's a sweet little knife. I mean, it doesn't seem priced super aggressively. Just to give you an example, we're talking about D2. This little knife here is a Kaiser Hare, Hare, and it's G10 and Nitro V, kind of a mini bushcraft blade. Got a crown spine. It's got jimping back here and jimping up here. But to me, this is a great little knife, and it's under $50. So again, it looks like a great knife. I love so many small fixed blades, so much so that I'm quote unquote not buying knives, but I abuse my White Mountain Knives discount, and Justin's nice enough to send me, like, there are 2 knives in this series. I wasn't exactly sure which one I wanted, so I bought one, but he's sending me both so I can review them, and then I'll either buy the second one or I will send it back. And I will probably send one back like I did with the mirror. But this is the first one. I've never heard of this company, but they're in Italy. They're an Italian company. It looks very much like Viper knives, but they're called Straight Line knives. And this is the Alley fixed blade. That's just a little 5.98 inch knife. And the other one in the series that I've got coming is this one, which I kind of like better. That is the Ernie. Just a little small, thin pocket dropper, under 6 inches. So I've got those coming to check out. And I've got one of them I bought. I just don't know if I'm going to hang on to the Warncliffe, which I kind of like the Warncliffe, but I also kind of like the reverse Tanto. Nitro V is crazy tough, and I've tried to be learning about that, Todd. Tried to be learning. I've been reading some of the different things about the steel, the balances in different steels, where you have your trade-off between edge retention versus toughness versus corrosion resistance versus what's the one I missed? Edge retention, corrosion resistance, toughness, and ease of sharpening. So looking at that balance there, it's kind of Nitro V's for outdoor stuff. I like AEBL. I like RWL34. Ed Harrison sent me this knife, and for a $17 knife, this is the carbon tool steel version, and this is an excellent freaking knife for a tackle box, for a truck, or a camp kit, for something to use to prep food with, to feather stick with. It's just a really impressive, inexpensive knife. And then Brother Lee sent me a couple of knives that will eventually get passed on to you guys after I review them. But one of them is this Maverick Designs Kaiser Harpoon, which is an excellent knife. So much so that this is a little on the big side for me. I want to say it's 8 inches, but they make a mini version of this. This is in D2. They make a mini. I'll show it to you in a second on Amazon. That is in Ultim handles in 3V. And it is a Kaiser. Let me show it to you real quick. Go. Kaiser mini harpoon. All right. It's also got a really cool sheath, kind of carbon fibery kydex. But this little guy here, $58. It's the mini. So it's 6.49 inches. And it is 3V. Whoops. It's 3V instead of D2. So, yeah, that's the D2 Black Micarta. That's the one I've got. They also have a Black Micarta with a 3V. And it's only what? Not even $10 more. So I don't know how Kaiser does. I hope you're having a great night too, Ron. How do you like the smolt, Richard? Yeah, it's a great looking little knife. I like knives that are very minimalistic, that are very basic in a way, kind of a basic knife shape, more so than some of the more funky shapes. But I'll not altogether opposed to a funky shape either. I'm carrying my funky shaped Bestech Sin today. This is a weird knife that I bumped into at Blade Show 2022, and it was supposed to be another company's knife, and something happened, and Bestech ended up with the final production, and I bought one right when I got back. Great, Richard. Is it about 8 inches? I can't remember how big that smolt is. That's one I've not tried out. Kaiser's been very supportive in sending me some fixed blades. I've got one in, and for some reason, and I've got a couple of folders that I've got to wait to get an email before I can publicly show them. I don't know why. It's nothing. I'm just trying to play by the... No, that wasn't. The GOM, that in my pocket was the Bestech Sin. This is the GOM. The GOM's more just got a little harpoon. Merry Christmas, said Stevie. But the GOM is a great imported knife as far as I'm concerned. I like it quite a bit. It's one that stayed in my collection, where I've started letting some go and turning some around. How is said Stevie, mofo? Big O Santa. He's making loops. He's looping around the bad kids. So hopefully y'all aren't in the midst of major travel. Y'all are having a good, relaxing Christmas Eve. You're either with family getting ready to hang out, or you finished up, or you're doing it tomorrow. A lot of you have probably been traveling and are in between traveling. I used to do that. We used to go to my families, big families get together. Then we either go to my mom's or my dad's, and then my ex's moms and dads. It was always just like crazy. I don't miss it. Merry Christmas, Roman M. Welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll show y'all an interesting knife. It is going to be given away with some Joe Jank. It's not the bee's knees, but it reminds me of a knife that I had when I was a kid and still have. I've got to get it out of my dad's safe. Mine was a case, leather stacked. And this is a knife that was donated by Brother Lee, channel member. I don't think he's in here tonight. But this is a Browning Model 814. Brand new. He sent it in. It's still got the plastic and the little tip guard. This is like a nylon sheath, but it's got a Kydex liner. About $30. The EDZ Vanex knife. Ron, let me check that out. EDZ. Easy. I learned about so many knives from you guys. Indiana Knives EDC Vanex. Is this it? It looks very, very sexy and it looks very reasonably priced, and I don't get it. This is at Indiana Knives? They're a retailer. Is that it? A button lock? Looks like an. Is that it? Tito. Lee Wolf. He's in the house. Lee, I was about to announce a knife that's a giveaway, that's a donation of yours that we're going to do tonight. Ron, is that it? It looks like a banging little knife. I've never seen it before. Relic, you didn't miss anything, buddy. We were just looking at this knife that I was asked if I'd ever seen it, and I never had. From Ron Dobbins, this EDZ Vanex knife, and I'd never heard about it, but I'm not as plugged in as I should be. Oh, I love that, dude. You didn't know he was a knife guy? I love the Berg Slim Midi. But at some point tonight, we'll do a giveaway for a really cool, nostalgic fixed blade and some Joe Isabella Jank. It's like a little Christmas giveaway or pre-Christmas giveaway. If you're on the East Coast, you're close to Christmas. Good to see you, Lee. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Happy Christmas Eve to you. And you guys on the left coast are still several hours away. Yako, what is up, dude? Good to see you. Good to see you. 1931 Leatherworks, what's happening? I think I got some scales from you today, my friend. Appreciate you. But yeah, so today, carry-wise, I did not carry a fixed blade, but I did carry the Best Tech Sin, which I'm really digging as I kind of, as I kind of rediscover some knives that I've kept in my collection that I really like, but I don't carry much. And then I carried my Focus Works $68 customizable flashlight from Prometheus Designs, programmable. I really dig this little aluminum light. Rechargeable battery, great clip. And then I carried one of my favorite slip joints, and it is my TPK Hedgehog. Slicey as I need for cutting my shit. which is not a lot. Here's some of the tri-stashes are on the way. Yeah, dude. It's a good knife. I mean, as far as creator knives go, I was most impressed with that because of the button actuated lock. Now, in all truth, I found myself, because the frame lock is enjoyable, I would activate it with the frame lock. I never mess with the button. It was just more habit. If I had to think about it, to go for the button. Unlike a liner lock button activated. But yeah, it's a nice knife. Y'all are going to be stoked. I'll tell you what I reviewed yesterday, and it's my buddy's, and the review's coming out tomorrow. It is a Kunwu Gringo, and it's got this milled handle that I don't know how to explain it. I forget what they call it. I'll pull it up. But I thought there was a typo on the blade. Do y'all know what the blade steel is on the Kunwu Gringo? I'll give you all a second. It's a bowler steel, Uberlone Bola. And it's similar to other shit, but it's an odd close, but it's not M398, not D2. S390 blade shooter got it. It is S390. I thought it was a misprint, but I Googled it, and S390 is an interesting steel. I'm not hating it, but this is the one that I did an unboxing / review on, and I want you to look at the milling in the handle. It's contoured. Beautiful knife. Really well done. One thing that I noticed that was different than the Padre, and I would have thought that would have been carried over. This front flipper here, this is the front flipper. See where that jimp stops right there? And this is all rounded. So I'm never going to use the front flipper. I'm going to middle finger flick it. But if you look at the Padre has a cut here and another cut up here. So it's just much crisper. I don't know why they wouldn't have carried that over. But I will say it's a cool ass knife, and it's very, very sharp. Very sharp from the factory. And I don't know what the HRC is on that S390. Let's see what they say it is. 65 to 67. And if we Google S390 steel, damn it, I typed in the wrong number. S390 steel is a high-speed steel with a variety of uses. Tool steel, blah, 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 blah. Used to make spiral, drill bits, taps, mills, and broaches. Used to make knives, including heavy-duty kitchen knives and hunting knives. Has very many desirable properties, including a high hardness, high compressive strength, high wear resistance, high toughness, high edge stability, and high grindability. It is also known as S390 Microclean, and I don't recognize these others. But yeah, it's a legit thing, and I thought it was a typo. Kyle Coonley, what is up, brother? Merry Christmas to you, dude. Merry Christmas to you. Mikey Trails, welcome, friend. Lancelot Leather Joe, Master Joda, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. That's the longest damn bell drop. Kunwu is shitting on all Chinese makers for price and blade steels. HRC. It's not rag. I have not. The last Kunwu I purchased was the Padre, and I've been really pleased with it. But I don't test things to their nth degree. You know, I will cut a lot of cardboard. I do break down all my Amazon boxes, even though they don't need to be broken down. I therapeutically cut them into strips. And cut cat food open, shit like that. But Kyle Coonley would be proud of me. I sharpened my 940, found the factory edge, and just used the old honing method before I took it to a strop. And it is, whoops, Kyle, it is clean. And I talked to Jeff today. And explained it to him. But yeah, I get off on sharpening knives, guys. I really do. I think of it, I sharpen them too much. If you win a knife for me, with the exception of the one that you'll win tonight, but if you win a knife, chances are it's been sharpened and it'll be sharp as shit. It might not have the prettiest edge, be pretty good. And it's it'll be sharp. I used to be big on taking a little Atomi stone that I had a 50 and reprofiling just about everything. I've given all those knives away. I don't do that as much anymore. Mikey Trails is a new channel member. Thank you, Mikey Trails. I appreciate you, buddy. Oh, Paul, I don't volunteer to sharpen other people's knives. I did sharpen my my mini Arius. I put a screamer on it. Trying to follow the factory on these knives. I'm not trying to do any reprofiling. I'm just trying to clean them up. This knife sharpened as well as any that I've sharpened. My Lamia Crewware. It felt great. This is a fantastic knife. I need a Rosie. But this Lamia, I don't think I'd trade it for a Rosie. I don't think I'd want to give it up. I think it's a lifetimer. I definitely think it's a lifetimer. All right, guys. I'm about to switch from one coffee because I've got another coffee later. I'm going to switch to a THC strawberry lemonade. And I'm sure Tippy will come out. And let me find this short. Hold on a second. I'll show you the one that really made me bleed. Where is it? Where's? Give you all a little comic relief since I don't have drops programmed into my thing yet, like Stevie does. Stevie's got the funny drops. I've only got this kind of shit. Find it. Get it up. Whoops. All right. Go back. Share. Share this. Present. Share. 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 All right. So that is Feral Cat Cooper. He's a freaking gangster. He comes up with claws blazing, and he comes up with teeth a chomping. He's hardcore. His favorite game is Make It Bleed, and he's very effective. Oh, I'm not going to. It's not rag. I like them both. I've experienced my buddy A to Z has one, and he's got a Rosie XL on the way that I'll get to review. The Rosie is, to be honest with you, and this is going to sound crazy. What's up, Pat? 1 Minute Knife Review. This is my quiet carry OG Drift, and this fits me very similarly to the Rosie. I know that sounds crazy, and it's not nearly the knife, and it's not made by Oz Machine Company, but I like this knife. Kind of fits the same. Burnt Relic, it is, dude. That's not my cat, though. That Cooper is my mom's cat that she adopted. Merry Christmas, buddy. Merry Christmas, Pat. But she adopted it, and I just go over and hang out with it because it's real playful, right? So I've got Tippy, and Tippy will come up here in a little while. She's my only cat, and basically, she was my daughter's cat. My daughter grew up, moved, got her own cat, and left Tippy with me, like kids do. If your kids haven't done it yet, you know, I guess it's better than getting hooked on heroin and stealing my car. But yeah, so I'm a one cat dude, and I was balanced out by a dog. Rest in peace. Ashley passed away last year during Blade Show. She was 14. She was an old gal, an absolutely older gal. So does anyone have little kids playing the Crispy Critter? What's going on, brother? Good to see you, dude. Is anybody playing Santa? I knew that used to be a thing. I can remember that. That was back in my Vicodin days. Merry Christmas, Crispy. Good to see you, buddy. About 13 minutes from Christmas on the East Coast. Get ready to ring that in to all the Christmas peeps. And then we'll do a little giveaway. Not sure how long y'all are going to be able to hang out tonight, but it's just a little kind of random. Boy, I need to get some more stuff together for it. Hold on. We're going to make it Q. Whoops. All right. All right, I'm going ham. That'll make for a decent giveaway. Something sharp and something cool, something handmade. So hopefully the people hanging out in here aren't traveling for the next few days. I know a lot of y'all travel after Christmas to go see family and all that good stuff. Luckily, I have family that lives in town. And God, that's one of the greatest things about having an ex-wife as opposed to a wife. You don't have the whole other side of the family. That was an extra 2 stops. Nice, be shady. Yeah, I'm drinking mine tonight. I really like this Crescent 9. I like the Sky better, which is the same maker, but it's just a grape lemonade. They're these THC infused sodas. They're delicious. These are 50 milligrams a can. Drink 4 of them. I sleep like a baby. Like a little baby. 1 minute night review. I'm in Alabama. These are covered under the Farm Bill. These are Delta 8 THC. You probably can. There's a liquor distributor that carries them. They're distributed by I forget who brings them, but I get them at the gas station here. They've got Jones Soda. Have y'all ever heard of Jones Soda? Oh, really, B Shady? Jones Soda has a whole deal of those, a whole line of what would be their Jones Sodas back in the day, but they're called Jones Soda Highs. But they're only 10 milligrams. Yeah, that sucks. They need to just go, yep, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Kratom is the just a fantastic herb. Richard, I'll drop my link here in the chat. I've got a couple of Instagrams. That's why it's probably tricky. Because I used to have this is the one that is my nice stuff, which I don't post on it as much as I should. I'm kind of buried. Oh, 48 on Christmas Day. That's awesome, dude. My oldest is 24, but I started late. Richard, I appreciate you, man. I'll definitely follow you back. And I try to post every couple of days. I used to post every day, but I'll be honest with you guys. I've just been kind of in a hard to make content funk. I've just kind of, something's got to excite me. I mean, I've got stuff sitting around that I need to review, and I'm just like, I'm kind of meh with it. Knife Nut, we passed medical here 2 years ago. We don't have the first dispensary because Alabama's backwards. But at the same case, believe it or not, and we won't get into political talk here, but federal legislation is not the way to go. Feds need to just keep off of it, let the states handle it, because once it becomes federal, it becomes FDA and it becomes dispensaries go away and it's all pharmacy bullshit. And I'd like for it to be the way it is in more states just to follow suit. Yeah, and that's good. People shouldn't, granted, I'm a big believer and everybody's different how they react on it. I've never had a problem driving or skating or doing anything on it, but I can understand and I'm good with that. You should not operate a motor vehicle under any, chemical. Yeah, the feds definitely need to stay out of it. Let the states deal with it. Fuck all the pull it under one. It's just crazy. And I used to be anti-TikTok, and I'm not going to be on TikTok. Yeah, no shit. Let me get that. But to be honest with you, it's I'm not worried about it. I'll fight for my right. I'm an old man. They can fuck off. I ain't breaking no laws. Never. Yeah, that's what's wild, Crazy Roach, is you can leave one state and go to another and be screwed. That's true, Lee. They've got to have that. It's all intertwined. But again, the feds are profiting from that. I don't think the feds are in a position to. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just throwing darts when it comes to political shit. I did hear a rabbit hole open today on a podcast I was watching, and it's the second time I've heard the rabbit hole opened, and I don't really want to dive into it, but if any of y'all are conspiracy theorists and you want to look into some interesting stuff, go to Rumble. You can look at it on YouTube. There's some on YouTube, but look at the reenactments of what happened in Las Vegas back in 2017 at the country concert. That was wild. Cheeto McLean always changes his name. I love it. Chippy's up here fucking with shit. She's about to start knocking knives down. She can't help it. What is it? Kyle, I knew it was. I've heard, the weirdest thing to me are the helicopters. The Saudi connection, the whole 9 yards is just bizarre. And the guys talking about it today, I don't know what their podcast was. It was just a clip of it. But they've dug deep and they say none of it, you can't get any line that totally makes sense. You get bits and pieces. All the different 911 calls. They say if you go to, I forget what browser, you can't do it on Google, but if you search Las Vegas shooting map, there's a Google map that pulls up and it is pinned with all the different 911 calls that came in down the strip, where different things were being reported, where clips were recovered, where hotel guests were calling 6 miles down the strip saying people were shooting in the lobby. Just weird stuff, none of it makes sense. Again, but I don't believe anything. I think we're probably in a simulation. Birds and helicopters are fake, Cheeto. I agree. And I'll tell you what scares me more than drones are these influencers like Hawk Tuah who are getting rich and famous enough in 2 months to pull the rug on a crypto scam for $500 million. I mean, to me, that's scarier than drones. Yeah, and 1 Minute Knife Review, that's the only way to do it. I learned in in AA, the shit that's out of your control, which is stuff like that, to occupy your brain with is going to do nothing but drive you crazy, right? Because it doesn't make sense. And everything points to, the government could be covering up. And then you'd be like, well, why would the government cover it up? Because they've covered up everything. You learn as you get older that the history you were taught was not the real history. That's true, Snot Rag. But did you hear what her latest scandal is? She launched a crypto meme coin that lost 90% of its value in like the first 5 minutes. And she'll probably do jail time. Scam on that thing. But just the fact she did get used. I totally get that, Lemmy. But when they came to her, she had a successful podcast and she did it for greed. They didn't say, hey, this is a good thing for everybody. They said, hey, you'll make this much. And she was like, my Hawk Tuah coin is live. Yeah, I totally think she was taken advantage of. And I'll tell you who was behind it. Jake Paul and his cronies. He's the one that does her podcast. He's her, intro to the whatever that world is. Kyle, 100%. The JFK shit is whack. All of it, though. Yeah, you're exactly right. There's so much. And again, why would they tell us? These drones are coming from 50 miles off of the East Coast. They're coming from the sea. They don't have heat signatures, and drones don't fly that far. So to me, it's kind of weird. I mean, there's so much of it that's just bizarre. That's exactly right, Snot Rag. We are 1 minute away from Christmas in the East Coast. Merry Christmas, everybody. On the Eastern Coast, Merry Christmas. Yeah, you know what's funny? She's working with that law office that was out. They were the first law office that was trying to attract people. So now she's getting affiliate links from the goddamn law office, and she's at least culpable. She at least had knowledge of it. She has to take some responsibility, if none other. My Hawk to a coin is live. I mean, you got to give her some, bad girl. You knew better. Even if you didn't, stupid's not a defense. Stupid. I don't mean to call her stupid, but she really was. Her podcast was horrific. I only saw clips from it, but it was the 5th rated podcast in the country after 3 weeks. OnlyFans is gonna. So many people. Sniper Wolf rug. I guarantee you, she rug pulled people. But I'll tell you what. And I let's see if she's still on my story. She showed up on my Instagram feed today. God bless. Ugh. I'm talking. Go girl. Let's go to Sniper Wolf. Yes, I follow her. Yes, I got to follow back. Sniper Wolf. Where are you, girl? Where's your pictures from today? It's an IPER. All right. Ain't her. Anyway, it was up here. I don't see it now. That's pretty wild. I'm watching crows abuse. Uh-oh. I'll show you all this. I'm a big fan of Marlboro Handcraft. They make that little prick I've got. Here's some little pricks. Some little knives they're making. The little pricks on the left, I don't know what the middle one's called or the one on the right's called, but the little prick is 5 inches. So the middle one's 5 inches, and I'm guessing the one on the right's 5.5. But neat little knives. I'm a fan. I'll show you my little prick in just a second. I got it from I got it on a trade, or it was gifted to me. But it is this guy right here. So mine's an old little prick. But it's got a micarta handle. Tall, flat grind, slicey ass blade. And that's Marlboro Handcraft. They do a cool job. See, Joe, I was real young, dude. I was getting that shit in 1979, 70, 80. So I was getting all kinds of bullshit. And what's funny, Jesse, is he spells it different. He spells it Marlbourgh, like Marlboro. Dr. Drew, dude, what's up? Palmer, what's up? I'm missing you guys as y'all are slipping in here. But I know some of y'all are going to drop, so I'm going to pull up the random giveaway thing. I'm going to show you what we're going to give away. And this is the no caps, but you do have to follow it and spell it right. Even if I spell it wrong, you got to spell it like I spell it. All right. So we're going to give away the Browning 814 stacked leather hunting knife. About a $30 Amazon knife. Good hunting knife. Good backpack knife, good truck knife, hollow grind. Super nice. It'll come wrapped up. I don't think it's ever been used. And then some glow in the dark pocket jank from Joe Isabella. An additional piece of pocket jank that you can make a bracelet or something else out of. And then Joe Isabella handcrafted paperweight. So the giveaway is going to be for these things right here. I'm going to stick them right there. I forgot to turn. No, I didn't. All right. I'm going to get my book out and I'm going to share with you guys what you're going to put in the chat. And all you got to do is put hashtag this Brother Lee in the chat. You put that in the chat and you will be entered, and we'll let that run for about 10 minutes. I got the Santa tracker. Hold on. Where is he? He's just north of Brother Lee. So this is going to be called. So y'all getting in there. And this giveaway is partially made possible by Joe Isabella, possibly made possible by Brother Lee. And there will be more to come, but this is going to be our Tuesday night sit and spin. And I'm just taking notes so I'll know what I'm mailing out. And unfortunately, it won't go out until Thursday, right? Because tomorrow's Christmas. But if you send me your info tonight, you'll get your confirmation. It'll just say that it's waiting. I'll have it ready to go out to the mailbox. I can highly recommend this knife too. This is a Viper Knives Mirror 2. I picked up from White Mountain Knives. I really love this. I carry it all the time. It's a pocket dropper. Little leather pocket dropper slip. Y'all drop in a Brother Lee. How many we got? We got 58 in the house and we've got 31 entries. That's not bad. It's not bad. All right, Joe Isabella's playing for Paul Mill. Oh, Coonley's in there. Y'all drop him in there. Drop him in there. We got a few more minutes. We're not in a huge rush. Uh-oh. I hit the wrong button. I was going to give fucking Santa bells. Going to try to do jingles every time he flew over. Oh, Santa. I think I've got another Santa. Let me see what I can find while y'all put that in there. No, I took it out. It's that one, which is more festive than that one. Because there's no Santa in the other one. Go Santa. See if they can get a lock on him. Dwayne Letterman, what is up? New Igor knives. Igor knives. I did not. Let's look at them. Is it Igor Olinchkos? Are these like custom knives? Craig, you got a blocker on? They'll pop up from time to time. I see them in other streams. I watch a lot of weird streams and I get served commercials. Some of them all the fucking time. I don't have it on set to serve ads, but that doesn't mean that it's not. If you look here on my ads automator, it shows that it's turned off. So YouTube, if they are doing anything, they are doing it because they want to. See, I keep that turned off. So I'm going to jump over here to Rumble and see if anybody's watching. I doubt it. Kyle Coonley will go over there and start texting craziness. But what's funny is I get views after the fact, and I know they're bots. Let's see. Nope, just me. Just me. All right, how many we got in? Let's look at this. Let's pull back up. Pull back up. We got 59 in here, and we've got share screen, giveaway tool. We've got 40. All right, guys, we're getting down to cutting nuts. So we got 40. There are like 22 of you who have not entered. So type in hashtag Brother Lee. Ed, channel member, what's up? Type in hashtag Brother Lee, and you will be entered for the Browning and the Joe Isabella Jank. Craig, they've gotten worse and worse, and it's only going to get worse. I mean, ad load is unfortunately how YouTube makes money from all of us, and they skim money off everything else. Ex Sailor, good to see you. Got Brother Lee in. Good for you, buddy. Paul, did you get your Brother Lee in? Everybody throw Brother Lee in there. We're only at 42 comments. We've got 62 in. So any of you guys that want to jump in, I'm going to give it about a minute. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll play this song. Back that thing up. And when it's over, I'm drawn. It's a 3-minute song. So y'all enjoy that shit. Drop your Brother Lee in.
We put the shit in overdrive with no steering wheel. Shorty throw that thing back in a pair of heels. Yeah, she be riding on that thing like a Ferris wheel. Yeah, I love them dark skin, brown skin, caramel. You know I had to bring it to the hood like she Karen Civil when she keep on turning head. Cause when she woke that thing jiggle. And we going back to back on them like we Huey and we Riley. This that back in
Brother
my back,
Lee.
we back again so highly. This that back in my back, low, we back to change the climate. This that back in my back, low, we bring the force like Tommy. Back in my back, flow. Back in my, yeah, back in my back, yeah.
God, that's weird, dude. I get him in, I'm trying to think whose live I was in. I've gotten them in Cole's lives before when I've been sitting in there. I don't think they serve them to everybody. I think what happens is YouTube will shoot out lives probably every hour. And not the whole audience gets it, but it just goes to people who it matches with, who's targeted. So if they're targeting people at a certain demographic age-wise, only those people will get it because it's only one ad drop, I guess. But if I had it on automated, like if I went in here and switched it, you guys would see ads all the time. But again, I've got it turned to off so you don't get served ads. The only reason it says monetization on is because when you log in, you'll see an ad. Or if you watch it afterwards, you'll see an ad. But I don't do the ad automator at all. So any ads are a mystery to me. All right, let's see what we got here. We got how many people? I'm about to pull for it, guys. We are at 44 entries. I'm giving it 15 seconds. put brotherly, hashtag brotherly in the comments. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Good luck, everybody. 2, 1. Here we go. Bang. Good luck, guys. What you're going to have to do when you win is email me. I will drop my email address. Craig Vincent. Craig the man Vincent. Congratulations, Craig. Let me type this in. Hold on, Javon. Always misspell this shit. All right. Congratulations, Craig. Email me at javonsknifeflicks@gmail.com. It's in my description, but it's right there. If you email me tonight, I'll get your label printed up, but it won't go out till Thursday when the mail runs again. I apologize for that. I'll even pin it up at the top. Hold on. Oh, it won't let me pin it. I'm not logged in. Oh, well. Congratulations, buddy. Well, at least we slipped a giveaway in. That's a good thing. $11:17, 45 minutes away from Central Time Christmas. How many time zones can I strain through? How many time zones do I want to strain through? How many time zones do y'all want to strain through? Are y'all tired? Are y'all like bored? You can be honest with me. You're not going to hurt my feelings. What's up, broke ass knives? I don't have a lot of show prep, so to speak, except for my Santa sound effects. Lee Wolf, I love that knife. I was showing it earlier for the price in Nitro V. I think it's a great little knife. And they've got a cool one coming that I can't show yet, but I'll be able to show it in the next couple of weeks. It's an Amazon exclusive, D2, a little smaller. No kazoo. No, you get an air horn here. I don't do kazoos. No, you're not, Craig. It runs in cycles, dude. I always say that on my lives, since they're never announced, the knives just kind of find the people, right? So I don't even look at it luck. I have people that win 3 times in a month, and I feel like it's just the way that the knife gods want the knives to go. So no worries. Congratulations, dude. This kazoo is, there's a lot of kazooing though. I mean, it's evidently doing its due diligence, right? I mean, I think Rob, he brings in like 158 people on a live stream. He has a huge following, so he's doing something that people like. I used to go in there before Monday nights, and I try to. It's just I get so contented out making it all the freaking time. It's just like, I have to watch crazy drama shit just to cleanse my palate. No, like tonight, I think last night it was like 158 live. He and Tri-State run about the same number of people in their lives. They have a steady turnout, which is great. And they've got people that come in every week, and that's awesome. And Rob's lives are entertaining. He shows a lot of knives. He focuses it around knives, where I focus it more around life and whatever. I really don't give a fuck. be honest with you. I do it because I like it. So I don't have an agenda per se, except to just not get my channel shut down if I can help it, and play by the rules and continue to put out a shitload of content. I mean, it's good stuff, and it's not his fault that he's blowing the kazoo. I mean, that's something that the chat likes, or they wouldn't contribute, right, to make it blow. So it's all, part of what people like to do. And I think Rob, from a legit dude, is as good as anybody out there. I mean, I trust Rob's opinions. I think Rob shoots straight. I don't think Rob's got an agenda. I think he just enjoys it. And I can appreciate that. He's helped me out with a lot of stuff in terms of like understanding the ins and outs of what makes a giveaway legal, so to speak. Things like that I wasn't really paying attention to. So he's a great guy. Richard, it's not as much like what I try to do, and I'm not good about I try to do it more on Tuesday than anything else, because I try to just focus on the chat, whatever's on y'all's mind, right? So if y'all have things that you want to talk about, if you got things that you want to look at, I'll pull it up, because a lot of times I learn about knives from you guys saying, hey, have you seen this knife or that knife? A lot of times I haven't. But that's just, it's kind of like a conversation more than just a show, right? And let me get that. It could be that there's shows on this stuff that I watch where people hate watch these people and they donate just so the guy will read their super chat. Dang, Ross, that is a thing that my daughter got me. It is called pixel art. And what it is it's 16-bit, and you can go in to an app and all these people create this different shit, and you can just download it and load all these little scenes in there. So I've got a little Santa penguin dancing now, and then something weird will come next. That's like the grumpy cat, but it's called PixArt. They're on Amazon, and I think she said she got it for like $49. And you can customize it, but mostly I just download other people's art into it, like tie-dye stuff like that, trippy stuff. Jay Cameron, what's going on, brother? Merry Christmas. If you're on the East Coast, you are 30 minutes into Christmas. There you go, Santa. Dang, Ross, and you don't have to use the app. You can go up and you can, what it is that it connects to Wi-Fi, right? So it's one of those weird things where I have to put my phone on 2.4 Wi-Fi in my house, so it'll communicate with it. And the only reason I would use the app is if I wanted to put complex art on it. You can put basic stuff on it, like it's got several clock settings, which if I wanted to, so if I wanted to put a clock on it, watch this. So that's just a clock that's picking up music sounds. So this is another clock. And then this is Ethereum prices. Ethereum's trading at $34.92 US dollar. And then that's a clock with the little sound thingy. That's a clock that changes colors. And then it's got these weird things that are like, that's Bitcoin. It was 100K down to 98.3. And then it'll run through several different things. But I keep it on, I'll put it on custom one. Because custom one will just have a bunch of different images that just do weird shit, right? Even though that one, let's do 15 seconds. We'll go boom. So then you'll get some Christmas, you'll get some art. And then over here, Burnt Relic made this Jason Grant hand carved lithograph that's just unbelievable. Craig, you can, buddy. We've already done the one for tonight, but we could either include it in it or we could do it for Friday night's giveaway because we are going to have a Friday Night Flicks, and we always do a giveaway on Friday Night Flicks. Tonight was just kind of a random giveaway because I figured it was Christmas Eve. We might as well do something. Drink water, greetings. But Craig, always, buddy, the community would appreciate it. We would just probably do it Friday. Because it wouldn't be fair to slip it in to the winners. So how many of y'all are traveling tomorrow, or how many of y'all get to hang around the crib? I'm traveling, but just to my mom's, and she is here. Cold Steel or Spyderco, Craig? For me, I love Cold Steel, but Spyderco all day long. My favorite Spyderco is probably my Mannix 2. But I have 3 PM2s. I love that knife. A lot of people like the PM3. I've got a medium-sized hand, but I like the PM2. I've got a Shaman that I really like. But I've also got an 8010, an 8015, a 4Max, an American Lawman. And if I had to choose, Spyderco, American made, and good steels, good heat treats, just in my opinion. I've got a buck 110 that I found in a trade-in 1988, maybe 89. And it's old. I don't know what year it is. But I kept it at the dealership to see if anybody came back for it, and they didn't, and I've still got it. No, it would not be 1931 Leatherworks. When it works for you, there's never a good time to do it. Bless Knives, what's up, brother? Good to see you, buddy. Merry Christmas, man. You still got a few hours out there, but it's great to hear from you, Donnie. I hope you're having a good day, my friend. Yeah, if she's an ex, you've got to work around your schedule. I went through it, and I promise you it'll get brighter on the other side, buddy. In 1931, I got my stuff. We were still trying to go to counseling, work through it, because I didn't want it to end, really. I would have stayed a voluntary hostage because I didn't know any better. I got sober after the separation and saw a lot of things more clearly. But Mirsal, what's up, brother? But yeah, it was, for me, it was a good thing. I didn't see it at the time. It seemed really stressful, but I got my stuff while we were still married because I had stuff. The only thing I wanted, the Mira 2 is absolutely a 4-finger handle. And the Mira 1 I would avoid because it's got a thumb choil. So I can get 4 on the handle, but the choil to me is part of it. So you could get 4 plus. I was going to measure just the micarta handle, where I can get 4 before you get to the choil. you're at 3.5 inches. To the middle of the choil, you're at 4.25. So 4.25 from here to here, and 3.5 from here to here. But it does have a little lanyard tie off where you can take the scale off and run you some 550 through there. But I love this knife. Lee, did you see the one I ordered? I ordered one, and Justin's sending me two because I don't know which one I'm going to send back. But I've got a brand I've never seen before, but it's Italian. I ordered this little guy, which I'm thinking, I can't say yet, but I'm thinking I might keep this one. This is a company called Straight Line Knives. It's a Italian made M390, little under 6-inch fixed blade. So that's the Alley. The other one is the Eddie. And I really dig this one too. I don't know if y'all can see that. Ed, I doubt it. I mean, they say they are, but I have a feeling somebody will buy them, or somebody will buy the right to the steel. Cold steels are great knives, Craig. I love. As a matter of fact, my one of my prized possessions is my Formax Elite because it's got a Satu Dave hollow grind. I don't know if you can see that. That's usually a flat ground knife. And it has got a wicked Satu hollow, which means my 8015 does too. But this big ass knife is a slicer now. But I love cold steel. Nothing bad to say about them. They probably have some of the strongest locks and the strongest knives in the game. I just prefer, personally, a Spyderco. But I collected most of my Spydercos a couple of years ago. And they weren't as expensive like everything. I mean, I think most of mine came in under a couple of $100. Now I put scales on some, you know, and I've driven their prices up by tricking them out. Like my Yojimbo, I've probably doubled in price because it's got titanium scales and it's got a Lynch modular clip. And then I've got a Shaman that was a Cutlery Shop exclusive in CTS XHP. And it's got some $150 sharp dress carbon fiber scales on it. So it's kind of a little more bougie. And then my favorite is my Mannix. This is a kitchen or knife center exclusive in crewwear. It's in crewwear. Yeah, it's in crewwear, and it's got linerless Rock City scale design. So I was able to take those jagged liners that the Mannix 2 has and make it more of a urban EDC knife because I don't need the jagged liners. And now it's just a very ergonomical, smooth cutter. So I love my Spydercos. And all my PM2s have scales and hardware kits. You can just do a lot with modding them, if you want to call it that, or updating them. Jay, I have. I've actually got the Sage 5 in another case. I love that little knife. I love what it stands for. I've also got, what's it called? The Little Native. I love that knife. I've got it in S45. It was the breast cancer awareness. And I put some micarta scales on it. Yeah, and Marisol, if you get the rock scale designs, this was a G10 Manix, but look, both my scales are in my box. So now this Manix 2 has no jimping anywhere except a little bit on the blade. So it totally changes the feel of the knife, the thickness of the knife, and it makes it more of an EDC city knife, right? I mean, the jimping's good for people who need jimping. For me, it was too aggressive. The Maverick's a great little knife. It used to be my favorite tactile turn. They came out with, I think, my favorite tactile turn knife, and it's the least expensive. It's this Chupacabra in aluminum and Magna Cut with a Snex lock. Got a grape sheep's foot blade. $249 with the regular clip. It's $269 with the Lynch clip. But it's a Snex lock with snappy detent. Matt, don't you like it? Yeah, you can't go wrong with the cold steel. I've had an Airlight. I've given away an Airlight and a Code 4 and a Tough Light. I've given away 2 Tough Lights. I gave away, what's that other one called? They were both donated by Chris229. An Airlight and a Tough. No, one of them was a Tonto. One of them was a Drop Point. They were different knives. One of them was 8CR, and the other one was something lesser than that. Yeah, the Chupacabra is a great value, USA made knife. I'm a huge Snex lock fan. I've got the Vision R and the Vision FG, which both use that same lock. I think it's a great lock. The American Lawman is one of the best, and I'll tell you who got me hooked on that was not Slicey Dicey, but Nick Shabazz. He made me think that was a baddie. Yeah, it does get rid of almost all the jimping if you get some good linerless scales. I've got AWTs on my bug out, and it got rid of the holes. It left the jimping in the liners. But I love the look of my Mini Adamas now. Lee, good night, buddy. Merry Christmas. We're not going to be going that much longer. We'll probably go till Christmas here. And I've got to text my daughter. I got to get ready to do that. I can do that from being online. Midway has the best deal on cold steels. I've gotten several of my cold steels there. Did you put the thumb stud in the, did you drill it out or did you just put it in the hole? I know you can get more traction, but I love the little Bulldog. I've got a Neutron. TRM is one of the few brands And I've got all of their knives except for the first one they made, which when I got in the knife business, they were already not making it. But I've got the Atlas. I've got a couple of Nerds. I've got a Neutron, an Atom, Shadow, the Bulldog, and my Red Line Fixie, which is a banger. I wish they'd make this in an EDC size knife, about half this size with the same handle, same blade profile. It's a great knife. I've kind of gotten in the whole fixed blade thing. I don't know why. It's weird. I still love actions. I still love playing with my primary folders. But I love carrying a fixed blade, and I usually use it more for cutting stuff. It just seems to work better. Let me see if I can click that link. Uh-oh. I've got to open it on YouTube to share it. Let's go over here. Go Javon. See if I can find my stream. There it is. Go to the chat. Pop it out. All right. I might be able to highlight this link and take you to it. Share page. That's a great price. $44.99 for a cold steel spear point. I bought it for $99.99 when I got it. But if you go to they've got almost every single cold steel you could imagine. Most of them are on sale. There's an 8010, 8015, not the lights, the regular ones. But yeah, Midway you can't miss out on. Again, I got my $399 Elite for $199. Yeah, they mine doesn't have stick, but it is, you have to work against those locks to get it to flick because it's the springs are tight, just like in my Shadow. Really, any axis lock, I'm not a huge fan of for that reason, because the detent is non-existent. You're just popping against the spring. The best one is probably the Vosti Dachshund. But axis locks are just traditionally light. This is probably one of my tightest. This Benchmade Mini Locos. I don't know why. I think it's just the way the finger hole's positioned and the way the grip is kind of like a banana. But this is a great knife. This is a knife I may put an edge on tonight. Maybe not. But this is the Mini Locos. Long out of production. I got it at St. Nick's Knives for $148, I think. Great deal. AWT has got great deals. I think on Rock Scale Design, I've got a code on one of those. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Since my I got my Linktree Newt. So let me go to my beacons. See if I can find it. I know what I can do. I can look at my link tree on here. I'm not updating that shit. So I think I've got AWT code too. Axial gear, EMP. I'm just looking at links, guys. All right, so rock scale designs. For any of y'all that are looking for rock scale designs, the code there, I'll type it in here. And I'll look for my AWT design code is a weird one. RSD. David. So if you go to rock scale design, that'll get you a 10% discount. And if you go to WT, I've got an original GOAT code. If y'all need that. I don't see an AWT code, but I thought I had one. Anywho, if y'all are buying some, let me know. I'll get you a discount code. I'll email them. I haven't been really working those. Look at Maddie playing Santa. Dude, I love it. Good to see you, buddy. Merry Christmas. Good point, Marisol. And they're good people. Like I said, I've got my my benchmaids. Awesome. The 24-hour Christmas story marathon. I love it, guys. We'll probably go till about midnight. Just because I've got to get up a little bit earlier tomorrow to go do some stuff with Dad and then go over to my mom's. Wiretapping presents. That's what I thought he said too, Jason. Jesse. Jason. Bleh. Hello, Mills. What's up, brother? I wish I could have jumped on more Black Friday deals. I jumped on a couple on Amazon. I'd like to try out knives. And Ed Harrison sent me this knife, which I have been very impressed with. I used to run from these, but this is a Moray Companion carbon tool steel, $16. A great knife. We're just cutting stuff. It'd be great in a tackle box. It'd be great in a truck. It'd be great in a lot of places. Yeah, AWT has seconds that are good. I wish when I got them, they were just breaking out the ribbed ones. I wish these were not smooth. Even though they're powder coated, I wish they had the ribs in them, a little bit of texture. I like a little texture. Which one, Craig? The Mora? They do save the planet, and they're great knives. They're made, I think, with a lot of care. And this thing, I was amazed. I've cut a ton of cardboard with it, but it's still, I mean, it's a little toothy. It doesn't have the best steel. But it's thin. I like, Craig, I don't know which one that little short stubby one is, but after I got this, I almost bought one of those on Amazon. But then I ran into that White Mountain knife that I wanted and spent money I didn't have on it. Kensaboy. Bruh. Kensaboy. Oh, yeah. That's an interesting blade. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. Guys, we got 10 minutes. We're going to wish the Central Coasters or us Central Standard Time a Merry Christmas. And we're going to peace out. I'm going to do a little Christmas wrapping, late night Christmas wrapping. Mere Salt, they've got tons of knives. I mean, I don't know if this is the chisel, but I was looking through when I was doing the review, I was just reading about their history, how long they were making knives and when they kind of re-geared in 1988. That's an interesting grind. Sandovic. But yeah, I mean, they've got. Oh, how did I get there? That's not Mora. Some retweed forge. Hold on a second. Mora Kniv. Let me share my screen. We'll look at Mora Kniv. We'll accept all cookies. Yeah, they've got I like this little guy, the Eldris. I think that's a baddie. Nice little pack knife. But they've really got a wide variety. I mean, they've got some nice wooden handle knives. All price points. But I'll tell you, they're just boring. They're boring to look at. Zach Stuff, Merry Christmas, brother. Good to see you, dude. Merry Christmas. We're watching Santa fly by. We're about to pack it in here at about midnight. We're going to wish all our Central Standard Time peeps Merry Christmas. And then we're going to send you all future Merry Christmas wishes. Get ready for Santa to come. Woot, woot. I'm just stoked that I've got kind of a low-key travel day. I don't have to just eat it up like usual. That could change. They are. I mean, even if you think about it, even if I take this knife to a camping trip and I only get a day and a half, 2 days use out of it, I've gotten my $16 worth. Now, I'd rather have more of a beater. And I will again, not to shill, but this little Kaiser hair in Nitro V for about $50 is more of a bushcrafting. You've got this little area between the jimps here that you can strike a ferro rod on. The rest of the spine's crowned. Great little beater knife. Angry Times hat, what is up? Good to see you guys. Merry Christmas if you're on the East Coast. We're about to ring in Christmas here on the... When's New Year's Eve? Is New Year's Eve on Tuesday too? Am I going to get to do a New Year's Eve show? Because that could go late. Wait a minute. Somebody, let me look at my calendar. Y'all will probably already tell me. So Tuesday night next week is New Year's Eve. There will be a Insomniacs sit and spin, and it may be epic. It may go late into the night. Because New Year's Day, I ain't doing shit. Except getting my, what would you call them, resolutions in order. Good night, Richard. Merry Christmas. Guys, we're going to let it go a few more minutes because I do want to wish a official Merry Christmas in 5 minutes to all of us Central Standard Time people. Be the first one too. I got to get a text ready to send my daughter. Hold on. Let's go. Merry Christmas. Angel. Oh. right. So I'm ready. I'm on standby to push send on this. Uh-oh. Couldn't find my emoji. Some of the greatest lyrics. Robert Zimmerman. Yeah, we're going to be ringing in the new year. Y'all don't have to be ringing it in. I know a lot of y'all have real social lives. For me, this is my social life. I dig it. And if I'm rested up and primed for New Year's Eve, we can get crazy. We can have a good time. Yeah, there's no need to make a resolution. What I do is I look at it as just a time to reset, reflect, and move on. Try to get rid of some of the shit that, I don't want to carry into next year. But that's more just kind of conscious pontification, maybe. Not a lot of it changes, not as often as I'd like it to, but at least I have the conscious effort where I think about it. Zach, do you see that I'm wearing my vintage Benchmade sweatshirt that Dark Gravity got me at a thrift store made in the USA? Absolute banger of a sweatshirt. That's why I've got well, you can't see my Benchmades that I've got out. Where is Dark Gravity? That's like, where's Waldo? I've got to reach out to him again. I reached out to him about a month and a half ago, and he was in Chicago, of all places. So I've got to find out, and I've got to get him on Friday Night Flicks. I need to reach out to him this week, tomorrow, and wish him a Merry Christmas. Let me make a note. And I'm getting ready to text my daughter and wish y'all a Merry Christmas. If you're on the Central Time Zone, which I think Maddie observes the Central Time Zone now. Gravity. All right. Only 11, so you're an hour earlier. So have you gotten the kids to bed? You got to play Santa. I know you got that going on. You're probably still trying to get them to bed. I remember we'd never go to bed. Kyle, it was great. He found this and he couldn't fit into it. I think it is a small, probably a women's small because it's got a zipper. Probably a women's petite or a 12-year-old boy. One of the two.
Loser.
I had to throw that in there. Guys, we're inside of 1 minute before Christmas on Central Time. So I've got to beat my daughter to the text. So I've got 1:59:20. So we're 40 seconds away. After I send this text, we're going to peace out. I love all y'all. I appreciate you hanging on Christmas Eve. I'm getting ready to get on a FaceTime call here and then do a little rapping. But Friday night, we'll be back. Saturday, do a little short members only deal. Saturday morning. But here we go. It's 51. Let's shoot it right at 12. Merry Christmas, everybody. It is officially Jesus' birthday, according to what we were taught. It is officially Christmas morning. Guys, I love each and every one of you. Thanks so much for hanging on a Christmas Eve. I didn't think we'd have anybody in here, but we did. It was a blast. I hope all of y'all get everything you wanted from Christmas for Christmas. But most importantly, do me a favor. Look out for the guy or gal to your left. Look out for the guy or gal to your right. Look out for each other. Go forward with love in your hearts. and choose debate, not hate. I love you all.
I'm back in my bag, yo. Conscious. ISO. Diamond. Back in my bag and I gotta brag, I do this shit for real. When we was down and we had nothing, we had to share a meal. We put the shit in overdrive with no steering wheel. Shorty throw that thing back in a pair of heels. Yeah, she be riding on that thing like a Ferris wheel. Yeah, I love them dark skin, brown skin, caramel. You know I had to bring it to the hood like she Karen Civil when she keep on turning head. Cause when she walk that thing jiggle, and we going back to back on them like we Huey and we Riley. This that back in my back, low, we back again so highly. This that back in my back, low, we back to change the climate. This that back in my back, low, we bring the force like Tommy. Back in my bag flow. Back in my, yeah, back in my bag, yeah. I'm back in my, yeah, I'm back in my bag, yeah. I'm back in my, this my, back in my bag flow. Back again, yeah, we keep on stacking it, what's happening? Everything in Gucci got me feeling like I'm dapper then. Life has been a movie, yeah, so shout out to the cameraman. Pull up to the scene, it's going down like an avalanche. Steady going up like a travel plan. Homer Simpson face, lucky power plant. Yeah, I'm off that dope, like I'm back again to Vizzy at the Millies. I don't club hers, give the word if it's a cinch, Lord forgive me. Still having motion, dog, so why would I slow it? Make it rain on them, bust a band, then you throw it. We was steady having it, even at our lowest. High speed road runner, keep my motor going. Hey, people feel away, but they don't show it. Gotta watch the people that's around you, that you grow it. They be coming around you with some plans to steal your moment. Soon as I bust a nut, she be like, baby, where you going? Never slowing down, it's enough to go around. Yeah, you probably knew it's then, but really you don't know it's now. Niggas let it show and tell, but all my niggas know me well. It was either chase a dream or go to jail, but none of us ain't going back to back on them like we Huey and we Riley. This that back in my back, low, we back again so highly. This that back in my back, low, we back to change the climate. This that back in my back, low, we bring the force like Tommy. Back in my bag flow. Back in my, yeah, back in my bag, yeah. I'm back in my, yeah, I'm back in my bag, yeah. I'm back in my, this my, back in my bag flow, Yeah, not for real. Double I. Do or die, you already know. Don't try. This at home, cause none of y'all really fucking with us. I'm back in my bag, yo. Conscious. ISO.